Welcome back to Page Pilates. Today we've got 15 minutes on the chair, just nice and quick beginner exercises. We're going to start with footwork. So you're going to make sure you've got one spring on the top and one spring on the bottom. Chair springs are very variable, so feel free to play around with them. You're going to start sitting close to the edge of your chair, sits bones right up against the edge. You're going to push that pedal down until you get your toes on, heels together, toes apart. Palms squeeze the chair. And then you press as you exhale and lift as you inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Really connecting to the back of your legs, your both thigh. Press, and then lift the pedal from your center. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. You're trying to keep your upper body really still, so you're not using your torso to push the pedal down. Ooh. You're trying to maintain all of this stability as you lift and lower. One more. We're going to press the pedal all the way down this time and go on to our arches. Middles of the feet, glue the legs together, soften the feet around the pedal, and then we'll find our genie arms, unless you don't feel stable enough, in which case keep holding the chair. So notice I did press the pedal all the way down to change positions, but now when I'm actually doing footwork, 99% max. And I'm making sure my genie arms are not so high that my shoulders are in my ears. I'm keeping my shoulder blades down, neck long. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, press all the way down, and we'll change to your heels. Flexing the ankles. This time, bring your hands behind your head, and you lift and lower. Exhale, press. Press from the back of the thighs. Make sure you still feel both sits bones equally. You want to make sure you're sitting right in the middle of your pelvis, that you're not sitting back on your tailbone or forward on your pubic bone, but you're working to find that neutral in a seated position, different than when you do footwork on the reformer, or if you're doing work on the mat, where we would usually start on your back. One more. All right, press all the way down. Let's do one more two-legged position. We're going to take your toes wider, rotate the legs out, heels are disconnected, and you're just going to reach your arms out to the sides. And you know what? I'd rather do arms, palms facing in like your hugs. And you're going to lift and close the arms, open and press, just for a little coordination work, which is always good for the brains. Keeping the shoulders wide. So I'm really not closing off the collarbones at all. I'm keeping them open. A lot of us have tightness in our chests from sitting and rounded forward shoulders. So I like using hugs to teach us to move our arms, but not necessarily close off our chest. One more. Good. Go ahead and lift the pedal all the way up. You're going to step off and come stand on the floor or your mat. We're going to do our calf raise. So your hands go on the chair. Right foot, ball of the foot comes to the pedal. Press the bar down till your knee is right on the edge of that chair. So my kneecap is not digging into the chair, it's right below my kneecap. I'm gonna lengthen my spine, keep the back heel down, and then point and flex at the ankle. I have been rehabbing an ankle sprain for several months now, and they drag on. And I mean, it was a gnarly ankle sprain, but this has been one of my exercises I've been doing regularly, and it helps so much with walking, with being able to lift my heels off the floor. And you can still see the shakes, but I'm really keeping my ankle lined up. I'm not leaning off to my big toe or leaning out to my pinky toe. One more. And it's getting a little easier. Press the pedal all the way down. You're gonna stand on it with both feet. Move your hands forward to the back of the chair, and you go for a run. One heel down, up, other heel down, up. Letting your back be nice and round here. Really getting the ankles to move as much as they can in each direction. I love doing this. You get that beautiful calf stretch as the heel sinks down. 5, 4. This has been another one I've been working on for my ankle, and it feels fabulous. 2, 1. Good. Taking the right foot onto the floor, backing the hands up, bringing the knee right to the corner of the chair, and then we do the other side. Pressing. And if this is too much spring for you, just remember, play with your springs. Try different spring settings. I've got a Peak Pilates chair, and I've got 3 spring heights, and then I also have 2 different hooks in the front. So really, you might have a different kind of chair, a different brand. Play with your spring settings. See what the exercise feels like. Good, we've got 2 more here. Exhale. And 1 more. And then you're gonna lift your leg all the way off. And we're gonna go down to 1 spring on the top. It's pretty standard. You just want something a little bit lighter for the next exercise, which is push down front. You're gonna stand really just a few inches away from the front of your chair. And then you're gonna round your spine down. You wanna grab onto the foot bar or the dowel in my case, shoulder width or wider. Round spine, and then press the pedal down and inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. So I'm moving the pedal from my center, from my nice rounded spine. This is going to feel like the very end of your roll up, or the very back or top, however you think about it, of your roll over. Press. Notice my hips are staying right on top of my ankles. My head is not looking forward. I'm looking at my knees. If you've done elephant on the reformer, this should feel like a similar shape. Lift. 1 more. Press. Hold it here. You're going to bend the elbows. Exhale, press. And pump the foot bar. It's all from the center. Yes, the arms are working, but I'm feeling this great stretch on the back side of my body and activation in my core. 2 more. 1 more. Stretch those arms to straight. Roll the spine up, 1 piece at a time. Letting go of the foot bar when the spring closes. Oh, doesn't that feel lovely? Always a good one. Now, I want you to stay on the same spring, but we're gonna sit on your chair. We're moving right along because it's only 15 minutes. And you're gonna have 1 one leg bent, and I like to hook my heel against the side, depending on your chair. You could always bring the leg up or just let it dangle. Other leg is going straight out to the side, and we're going to find a side bend. Up and over, press the foot bar down. Lift the body up, arms to a T. And side bend. Inhale into that top side. Exhale, lift yourself up. Inhale, side bend. Notice I'm not letting this shoulder come into the ear. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. This feels so nice. I'm keeping that leg that is straight touching the floor. Depending on your leg length and your chair height, it might just be your big toe. But make sure something is touching the floor, even if you need to put a yoga block underneath. Hold the stretch here. And then rotate towards your foot bar. And press that bar down with a round spine. You can probably see this is really hard for me. I'm working on my rotation, but this is very tight. And then you're going to move that back hand forward, open the body to the side, lift yourself up, and we do the other side. I'm going to spin my chair around so I can still look at you. We need all this side bending in our life. Oh, it's so good. So you've got one leg straight out to the side, other leg is bent, and you side bend up and over. Exhale, tall. Now the trick is, the foot bar only gets to move as long as your spine is bending. If your leg detaches, that's a different exercise. I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just not what I'm going for here right now. As you inhale, it's my spine that's lengthening. Exhale. Oh, this one feels so nice. 2 more. And you exhale. Got my back to crack a little bit there. That always feels nice. Last one. Inhale. Take another deep breath into that side body. Rotate towards the foot bar. Holding with both hands if you can. It's just my little fingers today, but I'm working on it. We gotta do the things we don't like because they usually have a lot to teach us. Hey, there we go. I got all 5 fingers touching. Bring that back hand forward. Open up towards me. Lift your body up tall. All right, I got one more for you. We're gonna work on getting into your swan on top one day soon. Make sure I have enough room. We're staying on that same spring. Very few spring changes in this, but you're gonna need to play with your spring depending on your balance point. You'll see. You want your pelvis to go on the surface of the chair and your hands to go on that foot bar. So lower yourself down. And again, you want, your hands to be about as wide as your shoulders. So I'm gonna go on the very edge of my foot bar here. And then find your plank position. So make sure that your body's not all the way up here. Lower your upper back down. Now think about your shoulder blades. Don't let them squeeze together. Push them apart. Reach your legs long with energy. And then zip up your abs. Now that we've done all those 17 million things, bend your elbows and stretch. Bend your elbows. Exhale. We're trying here to move the shoulders and elbows and not your spine. You shouldn't feel this in your lower back. Not pain at least, or strain. 2 more. We want the abs to be supporting you. And this one takes practice, so be kind with yourself. Now you're gonna bend your elbows and get yourself off the chair. Not everyone's favorite part. Slide your feet down. You can have a little counter stretch here. So I know that was quick, just a little 15-minute workout, but more chair content to come. I'm in love with my chair. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, makes me very happy. And I love that it has the split pedal function, so split pedal options coming to you next if you've got one of those. Have a good day. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more content.